你收到吗 Good morning, good morning. It's a beautiful Monday morning. Fantastic weather. Yes, I hope you can hear me. And those who come in can hear me, please give me a thumb up. Hi, Hui Xuan. I hope my voice is clear. Not much interference or something. It is a beautiful Monday morning, and today is Motivational Monday. First of all, I think I was given this opportunity to share because James and families are in Kuching still, and they'll be back maybe this evening. Actually today, right, is last day of the dragon years. We call it long way, dragon tail, and soon will be snake head, 蛇头. So 蛇头 long way is supposed to be a very prosperous, auspicious, great, powerful combination. So this is a time that you can do a lot of things you want powerfully, right? Now today, my topics, right, is actually an extension from what Dr. James has shared on last Monday. He talked about the retreat and the ritual. He focused a lot on talking about leaders and leaderships, personal discovery, and all this fantastic reflection I love a lot, especially his 5S. You can revisit. It's a fantastic sharing. Today, I would like to take it from here to expand a little bit more about how a retreat can actually build a good, solid relationship for a mess. Now, in a year of my HR practice, we experience a company doing outdoor activities or team activities. They are like things like boot camp, which is very intense, very structured. Usually you have more than 100 people, right? 2-3 days, kind of short term, very goal oriented. And you can, on the other extreme, call incentive trips, which you intensify people. A lot of people to have fun and enjoyment. It is basically rewards and celebration. But in between these two, there is such thing called retreat, which is probably less than 100 people, or sometimes 10-20 people are doing a retreat, and the duration can be maybe 1 week or slightly more. It is flexible, and it is more relaxed, less structure, but it focuses on personal growth and relationship building. So I've just came back from a retreat with 11 people there, organized by JC3. It's a fantastic trip because it actually fulfill this that I've said, personal growth and also relationship building within the team. Now, I think I would like to do this sharing in this sense, because since we are talking about the retreat, and we know that it's relatable to our business, right? Because relationship building is the most important elements in this business. Of course, in corporate, it's the same. The department, or a division, or a company as a whole, they need this critically. I would like to just probably break it down to say that a 3 simple C that a retreat can bring to a mess of the people. um, the first C, right? These three C's are characteristic of what a retreat will be like. The first C is, of course, create awareness. Now, I particularly like, a retreat that always start off with planning days or the reflection and review, and then do some personal goal setting, because this is important things for us to be aware of where we are, and therefore creating awareness is critical for personal growth. Because only during that time that you are able to see what works, what don't work for you, and then how you want to move forward, how to explore your thoughts, your emotion, your behavior, such that you can actually go for what you want, the next milestone. And during that time, right, I'm sure that you if we do it together, right, in the retreat format, you get to learn from others, hear others' experience and all this, and therefore we kind of understand that the second C, right, is called communication. Is how to enhance or improve the communication within the team. Can you imagine that during the planning days or whatever, then you start to hear collective experience, what work for people, what is the shortcoming that you can assist or help, and in fact, when we are going through the retreat journey, this is a very important part where we start to realize, just to discover each other's strength and their specialties, and their precious knowledge or know-how, experience that they have in that particular setting. For example, in a retreat, we get to know, somebody has traveled that place, have done this before. So if we intend to do something like that, you know who to go to. And if they know that is part of your creation. For example, I remember 2 years ago when I said I want to have take up new sports, and someone introduced, introduced SUP, so I took up the SUP. And now that I say, okay, I want to explore the AI, then maybe Rick, you say, I've done that before, so probably you can do that. So we have that kind of benefits when we go together, in the retreat format, and especially if this exchange of knowledge and willing to support each other will lead to the third C, which is the most critical. We call it community building. Community. Now, the key of community building is about relationship. It's about knowing each other well, and most likely, during the retreat, you have an opportunity to display or exhibit a culture, a positive culture, a positive influence to each other. For example, you can show a love and care and concern, by just putting a little bit more for each other, and I think sometimes people and to people, right, or team to team or group to group, the relationship is built not based on what they say, it's based on what they do and their being. And during a retreat, you can see clearly, whether it's a good weather, bad weather, whether it's uphill or it's in the stream or not. It's easy to show the character of the person, and hence cultivate the culture. Now, when a group of people together and they display the certain kind of positive behavior, mindsets, and thoughts, right? So it become a group culture. So it's I mean, I've seen, you know, department who work very, very well, and some department is very fragmented, basically because of they like what they are in the environment. So I mean, in short, right, I just want to say that actually people will stay in an organization because they like the culture, or maybe they like the relationship, you know, and they give, they're willing to give because they have a loving relationship with each other. So if they can stay and continue to give, it's not difficult then to see that they can perform. And performance, a lot of time, depends on communication. So if you have a good communication channel and a trusting communication way of daily life to your team member, I think you will definitely perform better, because more understanding and less misunderstanding, and that improve the productivity or efficiency up a lot more. So once we know each other, you know, especially during the retreats, where the numbers are not very big, and you can actually touch individual, you can actually learn their strengths and weaknesses of each other. So then we start to leverage on each other's strength and tolerate each other's differences, and that is how a team can be built. So just imagine that if you come to this business, you want to actually build a big organization, and how to keep them together, how to make sure that they can support each other. Even though we say that this business, our business is an individual business, but we don't do it by ourselves, you see. So I really hope that take a good look at how a team can work together. Retreat is one of the good format to get everybody together, if you want to grow the team, right? And I think for the especially for this moment when we're talking about growing a big organization because of the potential of the Indian markets, right? And when you have an organization, how can you keep them? How can you then grow this group? Yeah. So 3 C's: create awareness, help them to create awareness. Have them, you know, have a collaborative experience, means communication better, and also build a very good relationship, community with good relationship. So this is what I want to share. In fact, you know, many of the things that happen in retreat, I really appreciate. A lot of breakthrough, a lot of new experience, a lot of realization about the team, and of course we can work better now. Thank you so much. Have a fantastic snake year ahead, and yeah, 恭喜发财 and what beyond imagination, quite HBI. So 恭喜 have a great years ahead, snake years ahead. Thank you. Bye bye.